I'm Jay from the Kubz, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. I am mad, I am sad, I am frustrated, all of the above. But I'm happy that the last video hit 50,000 likes faster than any other Danganronpa video ever did, so I just want to thank you all for that. I guess everybody's upset like I am that Nagito had to be the one to die. We are gonna figure out who did it right now in this episode. 50,000 likes, and I'll release the next episode as soon as I can. But let's get right into the investigation. If you guys cool with that, you down with that? Everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go! Oh god, first thing I see is Nagito's impaled body, so I guess we just gotta check it out. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. That's facts. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now is not the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Hajime said like we are. We stand it. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Well, everything literally catches my eye. Even his eyes catches my eyes because they look like they're just shocked. Like he's shocked that somebody would do this to him. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? Yeah, it's only one hand. The other hand is tied up with a rope. This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. How cruel. Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? How could you? How could you do it? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all? That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? Maybe he was just strong and, didn't want to die and they just kept using two weapons? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Survival knife has been added to the... Alright, now I'm hyped up. Now I'm ready. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing? It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here. Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face, it looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that? This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Oh, why you gotta tell us that hard truth? Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Damn, she really put it back too? Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape has been added to the POW! Pow, pow, pow! Just one more time for old time's sake, please. My achy breaky heart can't take it. You know what, doing the Nagito voice actually makes me want to sit down because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a long investigation, so we are putting the desk down right now. Hello, everybody. All right, let's get back into it. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with a spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the spear of gun gear, right? You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nazumi Castle. What? Nazumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nazumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of the gun gear has been added to the... That spear of gun gear impaling somebody's body. Not Nagito's, though. What else can we check out? Yeah, his left hand tied up. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... Huh? There's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand...
Well?
Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right. Why is it only on this part? See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand has been added to the... Calling in the airstrike right now. I apologize. I'm running out. I'm running out of options here. What else do we got? This thing right in the middle? Feet? Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like this? At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. That's what I'm thinking. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means, the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily? I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But, even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds have been added to the ta! Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta! Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta! What else do we need to do? Spear? We've done spear. We've done knife. Let me back out. There's still some things I need to confirm. It's the broken rope that's right here. Burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. But it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Burned rope has been added to the whoosh, 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 whoosh. That's somebody getting 40 lashes. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Geez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? I think that just means that you're a sick my guy. Hajime really about that weird life. So let's talk to Sonia. If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. Okay, I'm kind of sus of Sonia because she was gone the whole time, and then the thing that was used to kill Nagito was a military knife, and she was the only one there. But that could be too convenient for us to think about, like the investigators, and just try to focus in on Sonia because she was the one who was missing. So I think that's the obvious answer, which must be that it's the wrong answer. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey, no response. He's dead, Jim. Oh, there's Monokuma. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something? Nothing wrong with a dirty hole. I had nothing to do with that. Huh? He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monomi, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. Nah, they'll be back. They always come back. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma's plushie has been added to the chicka-pow, chicka-pow, chicka-chicka-chicka-pow. Let's talk to Fuyuhiko, my guy. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey.
What do you mean, something?
Shut up.
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it.
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. These are the last 4 that I expected to be alive. Actually, no, last 5. I forgot about Akane. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What does that matter? What doesn't matter? The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. Okay, so they were watching the video of Nagito on the laptop screen. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer! But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is sus. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we're all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe since he looks like he's been tortured, whoever it was trying to torture him for info regarding the bombs and the bomb location, and they were just slashing and gashing Nagito's ass up. So let's talk to Chiaki. She looks like she's in deep thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about the sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? It's blood, right? You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder has been added to the... I'm sorry. I really have run out of bullet truths or whatever they're called. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Oh, okay. Well, he had no useful information. No wonder I talked to you last. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... Yep, when you threw the fire grenades at the fire, expecting the fire to go out. Good job, dumbasses. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Ya think? God damn, fire grenades in a fire. What did you think was gonna happen? Come on now, kids. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Didn't they teach them that in Sesame Street? Never use fire grenades in a fire. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Okay, well, let me back out. I should investigate here a little more. But why? Oh, there's a lighter right here. Okay, I thought that was still a fire grenade. Ah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Thank you, Sonia. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Interesting.
Which means?
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Oil lighter has been added to the kaplow! Kaplow plow! Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Okay, let's back up one time, and we are... Oh, okay. So I guess I can still check here. There's an MP3 player. There was music playing once we entered this room. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? Maybe... It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, the music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? To drown out Nagito's screams! MP3 player was used to drown out my screams because I was trying to scream through the duct tape. I was going, ah! It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's.
Hey!
But it looks like the time doesn't matter this time. Shut up, Akane! Damn! Okay, let's get out of that. Get out of that. Okay, what else we got? Monokuma panel. Huh? There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the current in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... They should have been neatly put away. So was this done after the fire? Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it! It's a trap! Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored the protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Okay, so those little Monokuma panels were pressed up against the door, I guess, like underneath the doorknob. Could it be? Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly. Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Monokuma panels has been added to the bow. Yeah, even though I'm speaking in this Nagito voice, I think I've also run out of ways that I can announce the truth bullets. Oh, I gotta go back here. No, I don't want to see Nagito anymore! Let me get out of here, let me get out of here. I'm done here, please. No, there's still more areas? Like what? Tell me. What do we still have to investigate? Is it this? This stuff? Tons of books? There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently, they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. Well, thanks for nothing. Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire, but there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet? She's all drenched and soggy. Haha! You were thinking that, huh?
Of course
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime. You're screwing with me.
Sis.
Oh my, screwing? How lewd. Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Yeah, with those sharp-ass baby shark teeth. Who am I gonna talk to now? Can I back out? Please, can I back out? There's still more areas, huh? Okay, Sonia, what do you know? Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we're pretty much covered investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is all right. It is not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Okay, so what I know from playing 2 Danganronpa games so far is that when we're hard sussing the very first person, it turns out that it's usually not them. At least this far into the game, there's no way the first person that you're hard sussing is gonna be the culprit. So I don't think that it's Sonia. Where were you and what were you doing during that time? Oh my.
It cannot
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch! Jesus Christ! Sonia?
I am sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking.
Um,
I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got sus and went to investigate them?
that is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. Okay, that makes sense. That's a good alibi.
However,
I believe it.
That plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to
God
hell.
damn it, all to hell. You got a real sailor
That's
mouth
why
on
you're
her.
the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Nanami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Oh yeah, there she is on the bottom left right there. Hiding like her shit don't stink.
Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, that one was a legit bomb. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. Yeah? If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is, his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Sony's account has been added to the blah blah blah. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? she might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nazumi Castle where the spirit originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece the incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? It's okay? Yes, it's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. We're gonna find out who it is. Just keep clicking and clacking those high heels, boys and girls. We're gonna check the factory. I think that the Nagito message was obviously pre-recorded, and he was probably getting tortured as we were watching that video, which breaks my heart! Let's check the laptop before we talk to Sonia. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have us use a video message? That's one thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there's really something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. No, maybe you're right on the money, my guy. Let's talk to Sonia again, I guess. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well,
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bombs inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it? Either way, it's all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey!
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see. I see.
You are right.
However,
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew! I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well,
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is.
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Monokuma's account has been added to... Alright, no more truth bullets. We're just trying to focus on this investigation. So let's look at the truck. Apparently, the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay, well, if nothing catches your eye, then nothing catches my eye as well. Manufacturing equipment? There's an enormous machine, but it stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Alright, sorry. What about if we go in here? The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. Belongs in the trash! Okay, if we can leave, that means we investigated everything. So we gotta check out Nazumi Castle, military base, and Nagito's room. So let's get to it. I think we should go with the most boring place first, which is the military base, because I think this is the one where we're just trying to find any evidence of weapons used. And I don't really care about that. I kind of want to know why Nagito was tortured, because I'm 1000% sure he was tortured. Because ain't no way you kill somebody when they have wounds like that. Damn it! This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. I think I was giving him the Fuyuhiko voice. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Yeah, I was talking to Kazuichi in the Fuyuhiko voice. Sorry. Alright, let's check out truck. Oh wait, there's like a Monokuma toy there. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Ah, found it! Huh? What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife? A survival knife? Wait, that's... Yup, that's the knife that's in his hand. Well, not the exact knife, but the same type of knife. Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is my first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. A little fishy. Kind of smells fishy. But let me get this Monokuma doll. Yeah, Baldi! Okay, so now we know where the knife came from, but it was pretty obvious that it came from the military base. Let's see... I don't know. The helicopter? It's that dreadful helicopter. The one that executed Teru Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Well, stop looking at it then and wasting my freaking time! When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth. And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. Nagito. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Maybe, baby. Let's look at the big old tank. If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. I don't know. I mean, everything here is faker than my mom's tits, so I think I'm gonna back out. Yep, and we're gonna leave here. So next stop is Nazumi Castle, and then lastly, we'll check Nagito's room. Oh, Fuyuhiko's here. What you doing over here, my guy? Yo. Look at the wall of spears. I guess it's obvious where the weapon came from. Ah, yes. But that is very high up, though. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right? I see. Just as I thought. Looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it. Also, plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of the gun gear, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife? Well, yeah. Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before, as if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Well, what about the spear location thing? Do I not need to add that to the skratatatas? Okay, we're not adding it to the skratatatas. Let's go to Nagito's cottage. Nagito! Why are these people outside of Nagito's house?
Hajime.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What What are you gonna
I
do?
was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that. Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door. Fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then. Valos! See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. All right, man. I don't know how I'm gonna feel going to Nagito's room and he's not there. Oh, look at the present. Is that for me? So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Well, there's a big-ass present on the desk. Treasure box. Wait, somebody was missing a treasure box. I forgot who it was. I think it was Monami. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Yup, Monami. Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. That treasure box! Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it. Why is a notebook inside the treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings, as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this? A diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't
Phew!
forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? This diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar! Oh, you always show up out of nowhere! Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't! Because you have no fingers on your hands! Ah! See? Bullseye! I know, because I'm the same way too. Yeah, they got little nubs for hands. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you? So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you
Huh?
saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me! Hold on! Damn it! She totally ran away again!
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. You know what? Is the notebook Nagito's notebook? Maybe that's Nagito's little journal. Let's look in here again. A fancy-looking treasure box covered with sparkling lights. Apparently, it was stolen from Monomi's house. Okay, what else is in here? Let's check the fridge. There's a refrigerator. Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. I mean, he is the ultimate lucky student. Maybe he was just lucky that he chose the room with a fridge? Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talk with Chiaki, I open the refrigerator out of curiosity. Huh, there really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the fridge was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? It says Monokuma's Special Poison. Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey! This is...
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it a little more in detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too. Apply to the bomb.
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items, because he completed the final dead room, right? The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere in his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey, hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Monokuma's special poison has been added to the Pow Pows. Because yes, maybe I was trying to poison everybody. And I also had a cute-ass Monokuma doll inside of my bathtub. But you can have it, Hajime, because you fill me with so much hope. Damn, that's actually a lot of coins that you got. Are you gonna spend it on a nice coffin for me? I am dead, you know, Hajime. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks like just the one in my room, but...
Hey, hey.
maybe there's something hidden under his bed? It's a usual place for hiding things. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... Huh? There's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Gas mask and gloves has been added to the blah blouse. Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag end. Huh? There's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Huh, who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Alright, I have no idea what's going on here, but maybe Nagito was really planning to make a bomb. Yeah, maybe he was making a bomb. Maybe that blue plastic thing was a cover for some dangerous chemical. Looks like there's still some things I need to investigate. Okay, the bookshelf. There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on the shelf. The genres and the types of items are also random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it though. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but... So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal! Indeed, it's the school badge of Host Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained info about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? It's a little thickums, baby. It's a little batty. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my info, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of info about them too. The file contained info of all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my info and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic info such as my date of birth, my height, and my weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Oh damn, I didn't expect that. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic info, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately,
Water
there
time.
doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
Huh? What happened? I just noticed it right now, but
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
What?
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Uh-oh.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the reason I think he's sus. He participated in the killing school life at Host Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely sus. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life,
Too bad.
it's totally wrong. There's a complete different reason. A different reason?
You're getting
How
all
should I put
riled
this?
up.
You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? That's that Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami! A fake? Bro, if he was a fake, why did he have to look like a THICCEST then? The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct info regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent, though I'm not jealous of that at all. Wait, what? Bruh, he's the ultimate imposter. Okay, so that means the THICCEST that we saw in this game is an imposter, so he's not really Byakuya. Well, why did he have to make himself look like a THICCEST? That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life? Bro, I thought he was just living his best life. Like, after that killing school life stuff from the first Danganronpa, I thought, you know, he was just living his YOLO life. His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But still,
But he couldn't help it. But why, though? Why would he try to pretend that he's Byakuya? What? Why couldn't he help it?
oh,
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway.
Ahem. Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. I don't even want to give him this accent no more. He doesn't even deserve it. Do you, THICCEST? No, you don't. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No,
maybe he was
no.
just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud? But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Host Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew.
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find that out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it. And also, if we knew who the traitor was, then Nagito wouldn't be going through the trouble of putting all the bombs scattered throughout the island. He would have already known who the traitor was, right?
Hey!
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Host Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Wow, what the hell? THICCEST was not my THICCEST? He wasn't thick for us? He was just impostering the thickness? It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
Was that a wise
about this?
decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up? Wait. Excuse me for a moment. Ding dong, bing bong, baby! That chimed just now. I had to do the ding dongs and the bing bongs, because I didn't do it last time.
Most important for living things. Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
Monokuma just speaking facts.
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
I agree.
So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please
I have
gather
no
at
idea who it
Monokuma
is. No idea.
I'll see you soon.
Damn. We got all the evidence from the crime scene in Nagito's room and Nazumi Castle, I guess. But I have no idea who it is. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito. Me
but
neither.
still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know. You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Oh boy. Okay, let's go head over to Monokuma Rock, and let's get the last show on the road. I'm gonna start the class trial, but I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna end the episode there. But damn, I have no idea which of these 5 stooges did it. Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed! So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
Well, we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course
Why
not.
can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know.
That's
right?
why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's
I'll
right.
definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the hell? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Ah, stop trying to jinx us!
I'll pick you up.
Damn right, stupid rabbits should just shut up! Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself, so I will fight!
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Oh, fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monomi is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right, we need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Oh boy. Alright. Roar! No idea who did it. I have zero clue. I'm not sus of anybody. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. I can't believe THICCEST wasn't really the THICCEST that we all knew and loved. So, does that mean the real Byakuya is alive somewhere? And the imposter THICCEST is dead? If so, that's fine with me because I really like Byakuya's character. So if the fake THICCEST died, then who cares? This elevator ride, this will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
You are
More
right.
importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him, but even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. Yeah, you gotta do it for Nagito. You gotta do it for Nagiwagi. And then, the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Just believe that it's the light of hope. Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left. Enough! Just frickin' start this already! Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right? Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all. Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end. Now then, let's get this trial started. This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. All right, guys. I am going to end this here. We are going to figure out who Nagito's killer is right... Oh my god, why did they have to show this? Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. Aww. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. That's so sad! But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but... Yup, it's one of them. One of these bozos. There's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. It has to be somebody who was smart. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. Like, I don't think it's Fuyuhiko or Akane. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Woo! Alright! The last class trial is going to be in the next episode. 50,000 likes, and I will release the full class trial. Hopefully we hit that as soon as possible. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude!